A source has informed the U.S. Sun that Mike Fritz, star of American Pickers, is doing well a year after having a stroke, thus his conservatorship will only be temporary. An anonymous person with knowledge of Frank's situation told the U.S. Sun that the conservatorship would not be ongoing. According to the source, it's only temporary. You can't expect it to last forever. It won't last forever. On a monthly basis, Midwestone Bank serves as Frank's conservator, while his trusted friend Chris Davis acts as his guardian. Someone needs to pay the bills for someone who suffers a stroke and can't do it themselves, the insider said. The state handles all matters pertaining to conservatorships and guardianships. It is the responsibility of Frank's guardian to ensure that he receives medical appointments and that he attends them. Today, the private star's health was updated by a buddy of the American Pickers alum. According to the friend's statement to the U.S. Sun, Frank continues to improve every day. After a stroke, you can never fully recover, yet he's doing just great. He knows exactly what's happening. You could have a nice chat with him if he were here at this very now. No change, he's just Frank. After his stroke left him unable to walk, Frank had a ramp built outside his house in Iowa to accommodate his wheelchair. He can walk, but he's always going to need the wheelchair because he can't walk long distances, the buddy added. In essence, motion is lost. He became immobile. He was hit on the right side by the stroke, albeit it may happen on either side. A buddy of Frank's said that people had the wrong idea about his health. According to our source, he has suffered a stroke, but he is not completely disabled and can still do all the things he wants to. That is something he has no issues with. He was slowed down by a simple adjustment in lifestyle. The old Frank is still there. Both his demeanor and sense of humor are top-notch. He has an optimistic outlook. Laughter is always flowing between us. He has accepted all of that because he knows you have to make the most of bad situations. He has the correct idea, is a positive person, and has a good sense of humor. News of the conservatorship and guardianship proceedings against Frank first surfaced in August 2022 in the U.S. Sun. The U.S. Sun was able to get documentation that demonstrate Frank's remarkable improvement in only 1 year. Because of his stroke, Mr. Fritz's decision-making capacity is so impaired that he cannot care for his own safety or provide for necessities such as food, shelter, clothing, or medical care. Without these, physical injury or illness may occur, said the court documents submitted in August 2022. Important decisions regarding his own financial affairs cannot be made, communicated, or carried out by Mr. Fritz because of his severely impaired decision-making capacity. The court documents include an evidence from a doctor who purports to have said that Frank lacks the mental ability to make decisions. Decisions about Mr. Fritz's care and placement throughout his ongoing recovery and treatment for his injuries must be made, according to the court documents. To protect him from imminent danger, a conservator and guardian must be appointed. With the support of the guardian, Frank will be able to continue his physical therapy for Crohn's disease. In addition to fetching the former American Pickers star to events, he will assist with food shopping and cooking. In March of 2020, Frank made his last appearance on American Pickers. He was out of commission for a while after undergoing back surgery, which left him with 185 sutures and 2 spinal rods. While away from the program, Frank went to an Iowa treatment for alcoholism for 77 days and dropped 65 pounds. When Frank spoke with the U.S. Sun in 2021, he also discussed his conflict with co-star Mike. "I haven't spoken to Mike in 2 years," Frank said. "He should have called to see how I was doing after discovering my back was in a bad spot. That's the way things are." He is getting a tenfold advantage in the show. "No amount of bending over would allow me to demonstrate how much it's acceptable." Imagine Aerosmith with Steven Tyler as the lead singer. So now I'm in second place on the program, and he's in first. Perhaps he does have an issue, but it doesn't bother me. It was also revealed that he believed Mike was trying to replace him with his brother Robbie. "I am perplexed by his behavior towards me.